camera still. Folks, this is D.Neal, also known as Biggyfoot, and I'm following up on the interview I just did with my nephew. Last night at 11 o'clock, when my nephew Elijah, who was not a Bigfoot believer, called me and told me the story, I immediately came to this area. I live 9 miles from this location. I drove over here. It had started a pouring down rain, a pretty heavy flooding rain. I went up and down the roads a mile in either direction, and also up and down this road several times for about 45 minutes to an hour, fresh on the heels of a sighting that he had. I believe Elijah, because he did not believe in Bigfoot, he did not want to be recognized, he's still dealing with just what it is that he thinks he saw, or he knows he saw. And I actually believe, because I know something Elijah didn't know, and I want to share with you real quickly. I've been born and raised in this area, McLean and Ohio County, and I have fished over here for 30 years into these strip mines. And these are large, uninhabited, wooded areas where very few people go to and nobody lives in, especially back in this north direction. I can tell you that in the last 6 years, I have taken 6 reports of Bigfoot sightings within a 3-mile radius. Within a 3-mile radius of this report, and Elijah did not know that. Within a 3-mile radius, I have taken in 6 reports of people seeing a Bigfoot. There's an area just to the north of me, within 2 miles, where a team of researchers spent a lot of time researching, and they have an area that's red hot where they have found footprints and heard sounds and have had sightings. Also, I've had a farmer and his son, both have farms, not a mile in this direction from right here, a mile north, that lost a cow and a 400-pound prize pig, a sow, a boar hog, I'm sorry, to something that took it out of the fence, drug it to the banks of the Rough River, and they said it beat it until it looked like it was pulverized and eat the insides out of it. No teeth marks, no claw marks. It was beaten until its ribs were crushed. About 2 miles in the southerly direction from here, a farmer who still farms today says that many times when he's out on his farm equipment, it's nothing for him to see what he's called for the last several years a huge gorilla that walks at the edge of his wood line and watches him when he combines. He's never got close to it. It never comes out when he's close, but this farmer's convinced that some circus has lost a gorilla, and it's in them woods. You and I, no different than that. Also, a man that fishes not a mile north of here on the Green River, an old man, an elderly man that has spoken to my brother and will not give a report, and says that when he fishes many times over the last 5 or 6 years, he's looked back towards the woods and sees a bear, a large bear that he can see at 300 and 400 yards, but this bear walks upright all the time. You and I both know he's not seeing a bear. Not in a westerly direction, 4 miles from here is an old fire tower hill where there used to be a ranger station, and I have a man there, 27-year-old man, who was hunting Indian arrowheads. He was down on his knee digging up arrowheads, heard a sound. He looked in the woods and he said he saw what he explained as a 7-foot gorilla walking through the woods, looking up in the trees and sniffing and smelling like he was looking for something in the trees. The man froze. He didn't know what to do, and he said when it got close enough, it stopped and turned and looked at him. It had smelled the man. The man said, I dropped all of my tools, all of my digging tools and little brushes for hunting Indian arrowheads, and went in one direction. When he looked over his shoulder, the creature was running in the other direction. I asked the man to go back with me to that location. He absolutely refuses and said he will give me the exact location, and if I go up there, I'm welcome to keep his tools that he left there. He will never go back in those woods again. All these sightings Elijah did not know about, but in this driveway where he saw something at 11 o'clock last night, June the 9th, within this area, I have 6 reported sightings and 2 or 3 stories that are not reports, but good stories that I've been told. We spoke to the landowner who let us take a video here in his driveway, and he said though he's never seen anything, they hear some very strange noises around here. He was reluctant to believe in Bigfoot, but he welcomed us to do our investigation. Thank you for your time.